We are officially in the holiday season. It's the lovely season to get together with your family and friends. Loads of feasts recreate the happy, cozy moment, and oftentimes we indulge a little bit more than we usually do, which is totally okay in my opinion. But I found myself a bit bloated and heavy. I just didn't feel contented with that condition. So in today's video, I will share how I eat intuitively to get myself on the track. For breakfast, I had a Japanese-style oatmeal porridge with nori seaweed paste to accompany it. We consume lots of porridge, especially on the winter colder mornings. In the bowl, place kombu. Kombu is gonna expand as it soaks up the water, so I keep it about 2-inch square for one serving. In the same bowl, I add sliced dried shiitake mushrooms. It's a little shortcut to use the pre-sliced one. If you're opting for whole dried shiitake mushrooms, it's required to soak them longer, so just follow the package instructions. Pour 1.5 cups of water, then let it sit for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, let's chop up some leeks. If you don't have one on hand, just swap for onion or spring onion. After 30 minutes, kombu should be hydrated and become slimy like this. Discard the kombu and season with a pinch of salt. Bring it to a boil. I introduced a recipe using this used kombu in the past, so please find the link in the description box. Once it comes to a boil, lower the heat to low and add leek and 40 grams of oats. Keep the gentle boil. Cook it off for another 4 to 5 minutes or until you reach the desired thickness. In the meantime, crack 1 egg and whisk. You can skip the egg if you are plant-based. The taste is guaranteed without eggs. At this point, turn off the heat and drizzle 1 teaspoon of soy sauce only if you want. Have a taste and add more salt or soy sauce if it's needed. I like to enjoy it with the spring onion and nori seaweed paste, which I already showed you how to make in a different video. It has a deep umami flavor from nori seaweed, along with saltiness and sweetness from soy sauce and mirin. This oatmeal porridge is included in my e-cookbook. If you are interested in making Japanese home-cooked meal in your kitchen, please check out the link in the description box below. Itadakimasu. It's the last video from me on 2021, so let me be honest here. One of the challenges I have been facing is checking in myself without needing the external value, which is obvious on the internet world. As my channel grows, I got more friends and even like a family on this Miwa Japanese cooking community. Because of your kind words and support, I feel like I can finally find a place where I can belong outside of being a mom and wife. At the same time, I start to cling more to this question. Am I making a good enough content? I might potentially waste your time? That fulfillment, being connected with you guys, sometimes transforms to anxiety and pressure somehow. There was a time when I just tried to correct the valuable information and experiment with more recipes to be as productive as possible without knowing what I truly wanted to achieve. A couple weeks ago, my family went on a weekend trip. I was just running around with kids trying mushroom picking for the first time without checking the phone or don't really think about the work at all. Then I realized that this quality time is also productive. I used to think that anything not related to my work cannot be called a productive moment. I was prone to feeling guilty being lazy. Even though we are being lazy, just like laying on the couch, chatting to your friends or family, we are creating a bond and sense of a community. If we spend more time creating something than consuming something, we feel productive. It doesn't have to be work-oriented. So if you're someone like me, please go out with your friends, family, and cook wholesome food for yourself, nourish yourself without feeling guilty. That's all part of our creativity and productivity. When I was in the clutter mode, my mind was all over the place. Then I found this one comment on YouTube. Every time I watch your video, I can be free from anxiety. It spoke to me. It was also ironic since I'm the one who is struggle with the anxiety, but I'm giving someone a relief. But that sort of a comment truly healed me, which made me decide to make this video. So what I try to say is that we all have some kind of anxiety and guilt, which is 100% natural. That's why it's important to give a smile and a positive affirmation to everyone around you as long as you are checking in yourself intentionally to set your own goal once in a while. If you're feeling down, I'm always here to create the space for you to be unwinded and relaxed other than delicious recipes. This is my New Year's resolutions. So for dinner, I'm making crazy easy wholesome noodle soup which can be whipped up in one pot. We're gonna chop up Chinese cabbage, onion, carrot, and burdock into bite-sized pieces. To the pot, add everything all in once. I forgot to add the oil, so I drizzle some on top. Start heating up over high heat and cook them until everything is coated with oil, which took me 2 minutes or so. Then add salted rice malt, also known as shio-koji in Japanese. I have a recipe on how to make this, or my friend's Kokoro Care package will deliver you to the door, so let me put both links in the description box. Stir it to make sure shio-koji is incorporated nicely. Pop the lid and reduce it to simmer. Steam it for 10 minutes or until the vegetables are softened. This will give the vegetables to unlock more flavor. After 10 minutes, add grated ginger and garlic. I use pre-grated one for the sake of convenience. Then add water just until everything is submerged. Add your favorite soup stock powder and cook it another 5 minutes with the lid on. Meanwhile, mix potato starch and water. Pour into the soup as you mix it. This will thicken the soup and create the smooth, silky texture to it. Add cubed tofu. Alternatively, you can use any type of beans. And lastly, add rice vinegar to create the depth to the taste. Taste test? Add soy sauce and salt if it's needed. Don't forget to drizzle the toasted sesame oil and ready to be topped on the noodle. This noodle soup has every component I want to include in a meal. Protein from the tofu, lots of veggies, and carbs from noodles all in one bowl. Such a random dinner to make, so I didn't track how much I put into, but I have a similar soup recipe linked in the description box below. Again, my first e-cookbook is now available on my website. All of them are easy to make, full of vegetable, and my family's favorite. Thank you in advance. It helps to continue making recipes for you guys. That's it for today. Thanks again for being with me for this year. I appreciate it. Sending you a warm, cozy vibe to you. Happy holidays. We'll see you in next year. Bye. バイバイ。またね。